Sorry, everybody. Give me just two. Come on now. Yes. We're gonna get started here. I don't need people talking at me. I also don't need to hear what people on Call of Duty are saying right now. How is it going? My name is Pangu. So today I decided I wanted to get on here and talk about a topic that what time is it right now? Just making sure. Talk about a topic that I feel very strongly about personally. And that is the topic of horror movies. I absolutely love horror movies. I think the first time that I really when I started paying attention to the world of horror, it was when I was living at home with my mom and dad, and they had, we had just moved in, and they had gotten a new TV system set up, provider, what have you. And one of the channels that we got for free, and I think it was for a half a year, maybe to a year, I can't really, recollect the time, but I was young at the time, and my parents, they were worried I was going to have, crazy fucking nightmares, which, fair enough. I did definitely have nightmares, a lot more back then than I do now. But they wouldn't let me watch it, the TV show, when, they were in the proximity, so I would sneak in their room where they had a TV up in the corner, hung up on this, fucking thing, and I'd go in there, I'd turn it on, and I'd just sit there and watch all the horror movies, just Friday the 13th, Halloween, Child's Play, classics. I'm pretty sure I watched almost every Leprechaun movie. That's actually not true. They made a million of them. Leprechaun in Space, fucking shit. Leprechaun in the Hood, hell yeah. That movie's so ridiculous. It's they how they defeat him is they roll him a joint with a fucking 4-leaf clover in it. Oh my god, he smokes and he's like, ah! Anyway, so yeah, I'm a big fan of horror movies. I have a respectable collection. I think it's respectable.
Team deathmatch. We've got enemy inbound. Lock and load. Be advised, friendly precision airstrike inbound.
Well, what did we learn? So, sorry, I got distracted. So I love horror movies. I think they're honestly my favorite style of movie, favorite genre, definitely. That was oh. So, yeah, just I started off watching the slasher classics, like I had mentioned, and then I slowly, progressively went to the more scary movies, the ones that are actually supposed to, make you uncomfortable and be afraid to be watching the movie. As I branched out, I got, better and better at those, watching them. I think the scariest movie I considered, to be the scariest movie of all time was The Grudge when I was a kid. And looking back at it now, it's I can see how it would scare me as a kid, but now it's just, it's silly. it's silly. Oh, shit. Button on. Yo. Anywho, seriously? Shit, dude. Sometimes I just can't fucking get going, you know what I mean? Anywho. So, as I was saying, I started to like really heavily obsess with horror movies. And, you know, I started collecting and stuff, and as I watched more and more horror movies, I kind of realized, like, I was getting to, like, what makes good horror movies good and what makes bad horror movies bad, in the sense of, like, collective opinions on if a horror movie is, like, quality or if it's not quality. It's more based on, like, mass public opinion than, say, one individual's or a number of individuals not skewed, but, like, you know, it's like they may have a separate viewpoint. Anyway, so I started, like, really getting into, like, what makes a scary movie scary. So I thought, like, okay, well, let's you know, dive into a topic. So if I were to use one by example, I would say Hereditary. That one, that was nerve-wracking for me. Maybe a little less so than, say, Midsummer. That one made me physically uncomfortable. I loved it. Great horror movie. But that was because it did what it was supposed to do. It makes you uncomfortable, and it pulls at those, those strings in your head, like that morbid curiosity type thing. And as, like, things progress, you kind of ask yourself, like, how could it get any worse from here? And it does. It just keeps going, and it keeps making you uncomfortable. And by the end of the movie, you are absolutely dumbstruck. It's rough. For fucking real, yo. Oops. Come on out. That was less successful than I expected. Fucking shit, bro. Really? Fuck with me, I've got a grenade. Uh-oh.
Precision airstrike ready.
Ooh.
Personal radar drone standing by.
Uh-oh.
Enemy at the office. This is Phoenix 3. Good
To
copy.
be honest, I don't know if that's going to work.
Fight. Shot missed. This is Falcon 3-0. First round. Area.
This thing's fucking weird. Okay. Oh.
Friendly precision airstrike on the way.
Get your ass out of the way. Oh my. Okay.
UAV overhead.
Nice. I don't know why I switched my sidearm like that. I think I just like getting pistol kills.
Radar online.
Oh, sweet. Might be a long shot, but nope. Shit. Cigar. Ow. You can't just run headfirst into danger. Don't tell me what to do.
Fighting, we've got this.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
Enemy counter UAV.
I honestly...
Enemy at the warehouse.
honestly, I'm about to be done playing this game, because the more and more I get frustrated with this game, the more and more, the things that frustrate me out of the game start to come up in my head. You know. Damn, bro. You know what? Fuck it. I have something that's been bothering me, and if you've talked to me in person, I probably will have. You know what? That's actually the point. So what I've noticed for a while, I feel like people post on their Facebooks and they you know, make videos on their TikToks and tweet and blog and what have you. It's like, you need to check up on your friends, you need to take care of your friends, etc., blah blah blah. And then I personally have dealt with this, and I know other people that personally deal with this. People love to put up like they're a caring person, and they love to say how they're just so loyal to their friends, and whenever you need me, just call. And you don't. That's a face that you put on, and you pretend that you care, and you don't. I legitimately have, and this isn't just a one-time thing. This isn't just like frustration built over a month or two. This is my whole life. This kind of just, I'll make a friend, maybe at college or something, or you know, it's I look for, you know, friends, and I think, oh yeah, oh, they're really cool. And then they'll message me like, hey, do you want to, or I'll message them, excuse me, the exact opposite. I'll ask, you know, it's like, hey, you want to hang out sometime? Hey, you want to, you know, chat? And not only do they decline, but 50% of the time they just don't answer, and then they will post something on their Facebook like, oh, it's, you know, I care for my friends so much, and so I'm always, you know, concerned. I'm like that mom friend. You mean the single divorced mom that doesn't want anything to do with anyone? or the mom that had kids that she regrets, so she avoids people altogether. Honestly, I have a lot of frustration towards people that are just fake, plastic. It bothers me because when people say that they're there for you and then they're not, it builds this layer of distrust in people. And then finally, when it bites you in the butt and people, they stop listening to you because they know you don't care, and you get so surprised that you can't make friends anymore. And then suddenly it's no longer a you thing, it's a them thing. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit hypocritical of this. It's true. And I've been trying to be more forthright with people. And with a mental disorder, that's kind of hard. With a number of mental disorders, it's kind of hard. Oh, bro, I snagged it. Nice. Sick. Okay. And, making friends is hard, and I would ghost people, and I would just up and disappear, and, no one would ever hear from me again. It was because I was so used to people just leaving that I normalized it. I was disassociated with the feeling of being honest with people, because what does it matter anyway? They're gonna be gone. And I try to, I don't know, it's just, people don't try enough in friendships. They A, don't try, and then B, they lie to you because they don't want to hurt your feelings, when being a liar in the first place is gonna hurt their feelings so much more. Seriously, if I have to message a friend 5 times in a row over a month, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, when are you free? It's just tell me you don't want to hang out. Just be honest. If you were honest with someone, they're going to respect you much more than sitting there and lying to their face. I understand that it's nerve-wracking, and I understand, wanting to lie rather than face the consequences of, telling the truth. And I have to say, it's not worth it at all. It's it's, I feel like other people deal with this as much as I do, and maybe I'm not seeing something in myself that I should be. But just for a quick example, I don't know. I've dealt with a lot of dishonesty from people that I should have, I felt like I could trust. I'm gonna die. Nope. And I don't know. It's when the only people that actively try and keep in touch with you and worry about your feelings are your family, then at that point, why should I even attempt to befriend people that end up lying, stabbing me in the back, working on their own agenda?
Enemy at the back alley.
Fuck. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. See.